Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome back, everyone, to our deep dive into Anubhav Srivastava's Nothing Everything.
It's right.
Last time we left off with that pretty wild idea, remember? All of history may be happening at once.
Yeah, the timeless dark park,
Yeah.
Roman emperor, caveman, all existing together.
Exactly, a real mind bender. But today we're digging into what the book calls its central theory, the big one.
This is where he introduces the concept of an ultimate reality.
Mm-hmm.
And what's really key here is how he describes it.
Okay.
He says it's a place with, well, no time and no space.
No time and no space.
Yeah, think about that. No time means, cause and effect as we know it. Doesn't apply. There's no need for a first cause.
Because you need time for one thing to cause another.
Precisely.
You
It's just- And here's the kicker. He calls this fundamental state pure nothingness.
Okay, wait. Pure nothingness. My first thought, and probably yours too, is how does something come from nothing?
Right.
Let alone everything. It feels impossible, counterintuitive.
That's exactly the objection, the sort of conceptual hurdle the book really dives into. It argues our whole idea of nothing is, well, flawed, limited.
How so?
Limited how? Limited by the rules of our universe,
Mm-hmm.
the physics and logic we experience. The author has this great phrase for it, the island we are on.
Ah, okay. So our usual nothing, like an empty vacuum in space
Yeah, exactly.
that still exists within space and time, right?
Yeah.
It follows the rules of our island.
Right. It's a physical nothing, maybe you could call it that.
Yeah.
But the book pushes for something more, absolute nothing.
Absolute nothing.
And here's where it gets really interesting, really stretches the mind. Absolute nothing wouldn't just mean no matter, no energy,
Mm-hmm.
no space, no time.
Hmm.
The crucial part is it would also mean no laws, no limits, no constraints, basically no rule book.
No rule book.
Think about it. Nothing with no limitations.
Wow. Okay. No limitations at all.
So the big question then becomes, what does a state like that become if it's truly limited by nothing?
What can it become?
The book's answer is pretty staggering. What does a state of nothing that is limited by nothing become? It becomes the fertile ground for everything that there can ever be.
Whoa.
Yeah, nothing and everything are fundamentally linked. Two sides of the same coin, he says. Your existence, our universe, everything we see. It's just something within this everything.
So that old assumption, something can't come from nothing.
It's based on our limited island view of nothing.
Right. And to explain why that assumption is wrong, the book uses this analogy about gravity, which I thought was
Okay,
brilliant.
the gravity analogy is fantastic. For ages, people just assume things fall because, well, there's nothing holding them up.
An absence of support. That was the explanation.
There was the nothing in that
Yeah.
situation. But then Newton comes along
Right.
and he shows, no, objects fall because of the presence of something specific, a law, gravity.
It wasn't an absence causing it. It was a presence, a rule.
Exactly. A total paradigm shift, It showed us that it's the presence of laws and constraints that dictates reality, not necessarily their absence.
Okay, so if we apply that logic back to absolute nothing, our human idea of nothing assumes it has a rule.
Yeah, implicitly, we assume it's bound by a rule.
Hmm.
The rule that it must stay empty, that it can't produce something.
But absolute nothing.
Has no rules, no constraints whatsoever. So without any rule telling it, you must remain empty or you cannot become something.
There's nothing to stop it.
Nothing at all. It can't be limited. It cannot exclude the possibility of something. So it timelessly manifests everything that could possibly be.
Because there's no law forbidding it.
Precisely. The potential is infinite because the limitations are zero. The book puts it nicely. Our universe is like an island in the ocean. Beneath the surface lies the vast, boundless landmass of nothing, everything that makes it possible.
Wow, that's a lot to take in. And you mentioned timelessly.
Right? That's crucial. Remember the park. This isn't a sequence, like nothing, then something. It's all existing timelessly. All possibilities, all potential realities just are.
Part of this, everything that stems from the limitless nothing.
Exactly. Which raises some pretty deep questions, doesn't it?
Like what?
Well, if all these possibilities exist timelessly, what does that mean for, choice or destiny
Huh?
within your own island, your own life?
Are we just discovering paths that already exist in this timeless everything?
It's definitely something that you want.
It really is. Okay, so what does this all mean for us, for how we see reality? We've barely scratched the surface here, clearly.
There's still a lot more in the book.
We'll have to keep unpacking Anubhav Srivastava's Nothing Everything in our next deep dive. This is Mind-bending stuff. Thanks for joining us today.